All right. Wow. Be back. Hi, guys. This is Horror Studio One coming to you once again with the live streams. How long has it been since we've done one of these? A very, very long time. How everyone's been doing these days. We have one viewer right now. Awesome. Yeah, it's at 11 now. Hi, everyone. Since I've done one of these. Yeah, I've been gone for way too long, but I was sick earlier. I had a lot of issues going on in my life, and yeah, so I couldn't do a live stream for like 2 months. But I'm hopefully coming back with these a little bit more, doing them more consistently, a couple times a week. So if you guys don't know, I do have some promo here before we start anything. Merchandise that I created with my logo HS.1 on it. The merchandise includes t-shirts, mugs, cell phone cases, or water bottles, blankets. I've showed that a couple of times in my other videos before. And just any attire you can think of. If you guys want to go and check it out, get something from there or something to support myself channel for a long time. If you want to get a product, go click the link in the description below. It should be the first link. I tell it merch, and then you can go in, choose what you want to get, and then go from there. So without further ado, let's get this party started. Jesus Christ. Let's go to the chat. Damn, live streams right now, but one of the best things that I loved about the live streams back in the day was the chat, because it was like so active, and then there were so many trolls, and they were just like random stuff that didn't have anything to do with stories or anything like that. But actually, I guess I like the hate. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Holy Jesus Christ, the chat is active as hell today. How's everyone doing? Holy Jesus. Hi, Vex Frost. Ava 101. How's your day going? Jesus. Hi, everyone. How's everyone doing? Daniel says, give me a shout out, HS1. How do I buy the merch? I want a blanket. Yeah, so it should be in the description, or if you go to the main YouTube page at the top right corner, you'll also see it as well. And there, and then see what you want. It doesn't have to be a blanket. Yeah, I know, man. Just a long time to see since I've done one of these. And yeah, Instagram. I do have Instagram. I will add you guys if you add me, but it's also at the top, or if you go to the description, there's all the links to Facebook, Instagram, Patreon. So man, the chat is insane. All right, yo, man, I haven't done this in 2 months, honest. Oh man, I miss this so much. I have I wish more people would come on. So guys, if you want to say hi, or you have a story you want to tell, I've done this in a long time, but send me a blank email at horrorstudio1@gmail.com. And I'll send you the link to come in here, and you can tell your own story live. Okay? Emma says, you better say hi or I'm going to cry. I'm not going to say hi because I want you to cry. But yeah, if you have your own scary story, send me a blank email, horrorstudio1@gmail.com, and I will get you in here. You can share your own story. And yeah, but I also have some viewer stories that were sent to me as well. I'm going to narrate them for you guys, so you guys sit back, relax, and enjoy your time watching the stream. So, I miss it too. All right, let's go. So let us start with a story. Creepy Pale Man. It took me a while to think if I should, but I decided to tell you the 15 minutes of being scared. Oh, but I just want to describe the area. The town is a very small town, Ontario, Canada. The town is always such a peaceful place with a small highway in the middle. My name is secret, so just call me Mark. My age at the time was 15 years old, and this happened in September, around when school started. It all started with the normal routine of getting to the bus stop by 7 a.m. Who is an age under following me there? I kept passing the last few houses till I saw it, and I thought that it was some type of Halloween ornament. Legs and all in a ball curled up in a ball. It wasn't October yet. Kept my distance and looked at the figure a little more. It had hairy legs, making me know it was a human. About the figure at the bus stop, and they thought it was a homeless person. Body as it was not moving. So when I went up to see it, I saw its hand move a little bit. I realized it was alive. I was too scared to tell my bus driver. But when I got to my high school, I told my teacher and was told to tell the secretary. I told the secretary and she told me to tell the school cop. I told what happened and he sent me to a cruiser to check on it. Turned out to be a boy that went to the same public school as me before I moved. The thing is, there was no car in sight. I knew where the boy lived from the past, which I would say was a 20-minute drive. But it was past 7, so they couldn't do a thing. I'll never forget what he looked like. See him again. First story after so long. So, have your own true scary stories. Send me a blank email at horrorstudio1@gmail.com and I will send you a link to get in here to May. That is also fine. Nice, 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 nice. Dang, dude. You have Instagram, guys, you can go and check it out. Hi. Hi, hi, hi. Saying hi a million times. It will get my attention. That's the sad part. Spamming does get attention. All right, let's go to the second story. Let's do something more paranormal this time. My experience with sleep paralysis. First, some background information. I am a Marine Corps veteran. Medical reasons. I was also diagnosed with PTSD. Combat, but I experienced an event in combat training that happened to me while I was sleeping. Considered hazing, and it was done to me by my own unit. Since this event, I've always had trouble sleeping and staying asleep. Okay, so now what for what happened after I got out of the military for a whole month? Because my medication for my PTSD has stopped working me. Agonizing anxiety throughout my days and nightmares and flashbacks of what happened to me in combat training nights. Another thing to note, hallway lights on and my door is always open so my cats can roam around the house. One night, I kept having nightmares of different people breaking into my house. Remember, I had 3 different nightmares of 3 separate individuals breaking into my home. After the third nightmare, I woke up to the dark figure in my third nightmare standing in my doorway. Hey, who the fuck are you? It was like I was just screaming inside my own head. I decided I had to get up and murder the stranger. I realized I could not move. My anger quickly became utter fear. I was completely defenseless. The stream down my face. The figure just stood in the doorway, not moving and not saying anything. Disappeared and again. I sat up in bed and cried. I didn't sleep for the rest of the night. And changed as soon as possible after that night. I have since had my PTSD under control again and back at work. even though I still struggle with sleep. Sort of sleep paralysis since that. Damn, who knew? That's crazy. All right, so let's send some links for individuals their own true scary story. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like the new sorry so long the camera is super close to my face. Maybe it's just me, and I don't know. Did they change Google Hangouts or something? Are your stories true? I don't know. For studio, do you play video games? I'm boring. Hi, hey, hi. Darkness. How do you feel about this new YouTube template? The Google Hangouts or the general I liked it better before. In general, better before. Don't cut my stream, YouTube. Hi, Anna B. How many videos do you have? I have like 800 something made. Yeah. What's your favorite video? You mean of mine or in general? In Canada, Toronto. It is 8:39 p.m. right now. But California is most of the people that watch me live. So you guys are like 5-ish right now, right? Is it 5 something? Phantom of Darkness. Yeah, the look of it. Yeah, I don't know. It's harder to use for me because sometimes I feel like the templates for my system they switch from old to new, old to new. Confusing sometimes. Great movie, guys. I gotta tell you guys something. I watched this movie on Netflix. I don't know if they have it in the States or anywhere else, but in Toronto they have it. It's called Backcountry movie. No one's watched it? Scary movie. Go watch it. It's like not the type of scary. And the chat has watched it. Damn, man, that sucks. But it's not like a ghost paranormal. It was like a Let's Not Me kind of movie. Totally blew my mind, man. I watched it when I was sick. Sick. Go watch it, man. Yeah, that's what it does for me too. Although I have night mode activated, which is pretty cool. I don't know how that's done. Maybe you can teach me next time. Backcountry, sick. Trust me. You can find it on YouTube as well. So, put in the comments. If you go find it on YouTube, put in comments, be like, "Oh yeah, one" or something like that. My email is horrorstudio1@gmail.com. If you guys have scary stories, send me a blank email at horrorstudio1@gmail.com and I will let you in and you can tell it on here, which is something I haven't done for a long time. So it's like going to be a lot of fun. If you guys do come on, try to mute your devices, whether it be phone or like desktop or whatever, hopefully, because it's just better sound quality and stuff. He's like, bring back fast food horror stories. Yeah, we've already done 10 of them though. I mean, is it boring? I mean, I know you guys really enjoy it, but I've never done any series past 10 videos, which is, for me. Let's go to the next story. Skinwalkers or Wendigo. The one. This happened last week. A skinwalker or Wendigo. Eastern Pennsylvania. And I know some people have seen skinwalkers in west parts of PA. But I've never heard any stories from this part of PA. I was in the car riding my way to work And I always look out the window. I wasn't driving, by the way. There are a lot of deer in my area, and I see them frequently. There's an area not too far from my university that has some houses around. Wooded sections surrounding the houses and behind the houses. Our house was torn down, so there's nothing but weeds and overgrown trees and grasses there. Window, I see in that part what looks like. It looks like it's crouching down like a person does on its knees. Also, this distorted, like it was deformed. Its horns weren't even right, if that makes sense. Sort of mangled. It was just staring, not moving, which I've seen deer do before, but it looked they weren't on the side of its face like they were supposed to be. They were in the front. I think that's what made it so weird. Look at that. There were big dark eyes on the front of the face. The most is, even if skinwalkers or wendigos aren't real, this was a real creature that wasn't a deer or elk or moose or any other known animal, especially for the area. What this creature was, and I hope I never see it again. That's yeah, I mean, I don't know how to classify that, to be honest, and I don't want to. One in here. Hey, what's up? Is it Jasmine?
Yes. Hi. How are you?
Oh my god, it's you've been here before.
Yes.
Many times. Okay, yeah.
Mhm. Good.
What's up? Hey, Jasmine, how's it going? I didn't recognize your name, actually.
It's okay.
You use another email?
Huh?
Use another email to send the email this time?
No, I think it's the same one.
I think it's just that I haven't done it for so long, so I forget everything. How's it going? How's
It's good.
For those of you who have watched my streams for the longest time, you may remember Jasmine and her stories from the past. It was insane. I still remember. It was the highlight of my stream. I thank you for that.
You
Want to tell us?
No, I just wanted to say hi. That's it.
Okay. Well, thanks for still like watching me. You know.
Yeah.
How long have you been watching? To be honest.
Yeah.
How
Huh?
how long has it been since you've been watching my videos?
A while, truthfully, because I haven't have too much descriptions.
No,
So for a while.
a while. It's like a very long time.
Maybe like a month.
You were here way before a month. You were here like a year ago. I remember.
Oh yeah.
Used to be like 20 people on my stream and that kind of stuff as well. But yeah, thanks for sticking by. Do you have anything updates on the old stories you told us, or?
No, I don't. The girl I talk to, she's too busy, so I rarely get to talk to her.
Okay.
She just
So you're
told me
just
she's engaged and married, and I'm like, wow. So I haven't talked to her in a long time.
nice. So you're just here to say hi.
Yes, hello.
Well, you can say hi to the viewers as well, because there are people gonna be watching this.
Hello, viewers.
All right. So thanks for coming by. Thanks for stopping by. Like thanks for seriously. It's been like a year and something, man. It's good to see a familiar. All right, so I will get back to narrating the stories that people have sent me. So free to stick by though. If you can.
Yeah, I'll just listen to your
turn off the
for now.
Thank you.
Okay, goodbye.
Damn, it's been so long. Can't believe it. So if you guys do have your own true scary stories, or you can be like Jasmine, just come say hi, send me a blank email at horrorstudio1@gmail.com, and I will get you in here. And keep refreshing your email, because I might not reply to right away, because I might be narrating a story or replying to comments in the chat. What was that? Yeah, let's go to the next story since we have some time. So yeah, send me that email. Trick or treat story. On Halloween 2015, Arizona, that April was my first night trick or treating in my new neighborhood. Well, and everyone seemed nice until towards the end. I walked up to a house and knocked on the door like normal. But nothing could have prepared me for what was about to happen in the next few minutes. Nobody answered the door. Seconds later, a young man in his 20s sneaked up behind me and said, "Andy." I was startled, but at first, he didn't look creepy. In fact, he was quite handsome. The driveway. He smiled at me and asked how I was doing. "Good," I politely replied. Then he tried to pet my dog, Scarlet, and she seemed very repelled by him. "Shy," I told him. "I go to," and I said, "the local Mormon church." After that, my costume, I told him, called Innocent 50s Girl, and it's true, I am innocent. After that, it started to get extremely creepy. He gave me a rapist-like grin and asked, "What's that?" "What do you mean?" I asked shakily. He replied, "If you want to come inside for a little while." Time. Explaining that I'm saving myself for marriage. About how he thinks that's a waste of time. It is important. Up and down, and a few times gesturing towards my no-no zones. I was literally fearing for my purity, and that I wasn't interested. He said, "Kiss then." And before I could say no, moved towards my face to try to kiss me. Told him again that I was not interested. Things like, "I'm sorry. Since I've gotten any action, and you're so pretty, you know? Mormon girls were pretty hot. Fascinates me." At this point, I flat out told him I was very creeped out. He wasn't one of those guys. My phone number. I told him I wasn't comfortable with that, but he kept pressing. What the heck to do or say to this guy? I had. So I excused myself to answer my phone. To be home in 5 minutes. Used to hightail it out of there. Oh, and then ran away from him as fast as I could. I genuinely believe I nearly escaped a fate worse than death. Damn. So Mormon girls save themselves marriage? Yeah, that's what I got from this whole story. Shallow fact. All right, so you noticed I have a link for merch that I made, so go check out the link description below. I make blankets, phone cases, a lot of stuff. There's just like dresses too, like it's weird, but yeah, I have a bunch of designs. I know for the last time I showed you guys a blanket I made for this channel. It was my best friend horror stories number 9. And you guys were saying like the design was too simple. I think you guys were expecting a more like artsy kind of design, so I made a couple adjustments, and there were guys. So if you guys do go to my merchandise store, you can see all the other designs, whether you like it plain and simple or you like it with a more artsy type of feel, because I wasn't sure what you guys were into. So yeah, you can go check it out in the description. It's a first link, or you can do it on my main page on the top right, and you can find it there as well. And the website is redbubble.com. So it's a great place for getting merch. If you're a YouTuber, you can try to use it to make your own merchandise. Or if you're not a YouTuber, you can always use to make it. If you want to make a shirt, like a T-shirt for like a sports team or something like that, some kind of event, it's a good place to go to as well. Look in your chat. Hey, first thing I see is a racist comment. Awesome. Now the chat is coming back. Should be. For VZ, it doesn't matter if you capital the H or not. So that's good, Phantom. That's good. At least, yeah. I mean, I know a lot of artsy people, so I try to ask my fans. So if you guys are a bunch of great people, Leslie, by the way, there's a bunch of great people that have resent me their own art, like in art and stuff with the really great graphics that allowed me to put it on my designs on my. If you guys, you guys watching, are any kind of people with any kind of art talent, and you guys have something you want me to share or you want to use for my merch, that would be very awesome. Again, just send it to my email. Everything to my email. It's all through email for me. So if you do, please, that would be greatly appreciated, and it would help me a lot. Any kind of art. If you have any stories you want to tell on my channel, I'll do it as well. Send me a blank email at horrorstudio1@gmail.com. All right. Story was from Elizabeth, so I want to thank. So Elizabeth has a part 2 story of a different encounter. So let's go. From the last story. Stranger encounter story. This is the second creepy thing that's happened to me since I moved to Arizona in April of 2015. I'm wondering if this area is as safe as I initially believed it to be. Around late March, while I was walking to the bank, attempted to pay me to make love to him. He was parked in a tire shop parking lot next to the sidewalk I was on. From inside his van. He looked to be in his 60s or 70s. Being the sociable young woman that I am, I waved back, being friendly. He then motioned for me to come up and talk to him. Confused. But I figured maybe he just needed help or something. He asked me. I gave him a confused look and replied, told me that he had $45 and said we could have a little sex too. Disgusted, so I told him. He then asked me if I ever heard of prostitutes. Taken me for one. I think this was a lie that he used as an excuse to creep on me, though, because, come on, I was wearing a Mickey Mouse t-shirt and jeans. Something like, yeah, I give him about 40 to 50 bucks, then take him to the back of my van for about 20 minutes. They make good money, and I get to have a good time. I firmly told him, sir, I'm not that type of girl, and I never would be. I'm just trying to walk to the bank. He then asked me if he could give me a ride to the bank. No, thank you. Going now. You have a nice day, sir. I prayed like crazy that he wouldn't follow me or anything like that, and thankfully he didn't. This pervert. How ironic. Mistaken for prostitute. There, my friend, Elizabeth. But yeah, hopefully things are better now. Arizona is quite far from me, though. It's quite far from Toronto, where I live. So, sorry guys, I keep wanting to burp because I just finished eating. Late over here. Oh. Angela says the first channel of scary stories I found was Mr. Nightmare. It was for me. No, it wasn't. Or, yeah, it was. It was. It was. It was. It was. Yeah. Phantom's like, it's all me. So I was first and Mr. No was second. That's a first. All right, so I'm gonna drink some soup. I'm kind of hungry. Stuff in my room. Yeah, Yasmin. Start all this. Well, trillion times, but Asta, he was the guy started working washing, sir. Itaku's like, no offense, can you increase your video quality? I don't know why it's like this. Connection, I'm sorry. I feel like the quality is pretty bad. It used to be a lot better. Back in the 6 days, like back 2 months ago, really. Because I haven't used this in so long, man. Serious. I was like, I like the best friend horror stories. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I think just Google acting. So if you guys have your own true scary stories, send me a blank email. Studio1, just name the channel at gmail.com. And yeah, I'll send you guys a link to get in here. You guys can tell your own true scary stories. So let's go to the next story. This is from Amina. At the park. Ground information. 13-year-old girl, and I used to live in Queens, New York. Of home from school. Friends who will call Haven. Haven just walked out of a Rite Aid, and we decided to walk together. We stopped at the park to just fool around on the swings. Dude, that was unshaven and gave off a weird vibe. He was seated a few swings over and seemed very nervous. He looks like he was in his mid-40s and was about 5'11", 5'1". Hi to us. And we nodded back. We were talking, and she pulled out some flavored water, so we both took turns drinking from the bottle. Have some. And we both thought he was homeless or something, so we gave him and let him have the rest. But Haven and I are kind souls. About 20 minutes later, we were ready to walk to my place, and as we were leaving, had the nerve to whistle at us and slap Haven's ass. Upset that I don't know where I got the mind to do this, but I kicked the guy in the shin and started screaming at him. A bunch of people started looking over, and he yelled back while he was holding his leg that he fucked me and my friend for sinning. I have no idea where the sinning part came from, but that's what he said, sinning. Kid. After that, you can't imagine that me and Haven ran off. Sorry if it's not the scariest thing you've ever heard, but hell scared the shit out of me. Damn. Haven. Haven. Yeah, it's been 2 years since I've been doing this. I think the video quality is just, I don't know why it's like that today. Maybe it's just my Wi-Fi. It's a laggy on your end as well. Damn. I'm sorry. The email you sent to is Horror Studio 1, the name of the channel, @com. That's it. That's it. All right, let's go to the next story. I have a creepy story. Hi, I'm not sure if you get the time to read this, but if you do, you have my permission to put it into a video. So, New Year's Eve a few years ago, I believe I was around 18 at the time. There were a lot of people, mainly families. I was in a cosplay because, hey, it's a party, so why not dress up? To grab some snacks so I could watch a movie or something while I wait for the countdown, and my uncle, who I'll call K, he asked me to grab a can of beer for him, and being one of the party hosts, I naturally obliged. As I was handing him the beer, his hand shot between my legs. I froze. I soon exited the kitchen and hid upstairs in my room. Upstairs and is standing in my bedroom doorway saying, I look. Lucky nothing else happened, but still to this day, I can't be around drunk people or catch the scent of alcohol without going into a slight panic. I know it's not that long, but off my chest. And this story was from Hanada. Damn, are you Japanese? I know Japanese people aren't like that, but I know Japanese people get crazy when they drunk. Been there before. Next time you see, fuck that guy, man. Comment I see when I look in the chat is his body is so dark. Through him and his eyes, they can dig into your soul. I'm guessing you guys are talking about some paranormal entity because I sure as hope that like don't want it to be me. I'm not trying to pierce into anyone's soul. My eyes, all right. Good job. I think you guys are talking about the hat man, not this kind of hat. Lisa's like, I love your channel. Thanks. Shanks. Lolita, real Yander, is it Yandir or Yander stories? Yeah, I mean, I want to. What's a good place? Like I found, I usually use Let's Not Meet, Reddit Paranormal. There's also Reddit's The Truth Is Here. Are there a lot of Yander stories or stories on there? Because I want to do more, make it more unique, because I've been doing this for like 2 years. Like I get bored too, just the same or similar stories. I don't want to do it too similar all the time, All right, let's go into our next story. This story isn't like many I've heard. It might not even be that scary, but to me, it sent a shiver down my spine. Being a young female, oh well justified. It was a really, really hot July summer's day, weeks ago or so. Let it be known, Ivan isn't really known for much, and most teenagers my age at the mall all year because of the lack of activities in town. Originally, the water park. It's not big by any means, but actions for teens and families in the summertime. Taken by new ownership and went through serious remodeling. Yes, my mother tried to make the best of it, Since friends with pass holders get in cheap, my friend had spent the night at my house the night before. The next day, Waterpark, ice chest in tow, by one of the pools. Me and my friend tend to split apart with my mother and go back and forth between the wave pool to the regular pool to check in with her. The regular pool even has a couple of slides. Since you stay at the regular pool with my mom, though we don't hang around with her. Being there often, people who are always there. Boy, older than me, 16 or 17. Him before. My mom was sitting beside the pool away from the thing, but my friend stated she needed to use the restroom. I didn't feel like getting out of the pool and walking across the scorching hot concrete. Stayed inside the pool. Wrong choice. I'd seen it a few times just staring at me. I would glance over every once in a while and he'd still be staring. I was really starting to get uncomfortable at this point, so I just flashed an uncomfortable smile in his direction. Else to focus on. Not quite. I suppose this guy took that as an open invitation to talk to me. He was standing directly in front of me. So, are you here alone? The question could have been taken as innocent flirting. It made me squirm. I've never been one to be talked to by guys older than me. I had no flattering physical qualities. Quite odd he'd chosen to talk to me. He looked slightly nervous, so I simply shook off the uncomfortableness of the situation. Answer him. No. It came out rude and defensive, though I didn't mean for it to. Off, though his gaze lingered on me for a while. Out of sight. Not too long after that, strange encounter out of my head, though I told my friend, but she simply laughed it off. Around and switching between areas. And my mother, who was going off to get something to eat from the vendor, stay there at the pool and watch our bags while, yet again, my friend had to use the bathroom and I had to as well. Then I stayed to watch the bags. Who just happens to be standing there? I try not to look at him so I don't attract his attention. Unfortunately, it doesn't work. He approaches again, much like earlier, from being in the pool and laughs before asking, "Are you alone now?" Trying to hold eye contact. Sounds disappointed. If you were... He doesn't get to finish that thought. Approaching and call out to her and wave her over, and he quickly leaves. It happened again, and she laughed it off. While I go to the restroom, clouds had been lingering in the sky all afternoon. It was starting to rain. He shut down early and headed out to the car with my mother. I saw the boy leave. He sat outside the water park on the curb looking around. He would eye the females menacingly. It'd be a good time to tell me. He has asked, "Where did your friend go?" He had asked her a straight answer and told him I had left the pool. Park in our car a few minutes later, I watched him approach another small girl around, much younger than me, maybe 8 or so. The same look on his face. The girl walked away quickly. I hope. And then he left the park. He's creepy guy from the water park. Never meet again. And this story was from Callie. Callie. by the way, Callie. Sounds very creative. Thank you. Thanks. So if you guys want to share your stories, email studio1@gmail.com. Let's see the chat. Malcolm Scott. Hey, love the stories. Thanks, man. Always doesn't match his face. Do you have any stories of your own? Oh, damn. I think I've told them all already, but they're nothing. They're nothing. Definitely not at a water park. Okay. All right, so yeah, if you guys haven't actually what's it called? My Facebook or liked it, go like it. And then next time I dreams, share it. So more people come, because this is like so little people. Same thing with all these YouTube things anyways, right? Especially the horror community, like half the people don't, like, post anymore. Like, who posts these days? Guys, I know some of you guys are subscribed to all the horror channels. Who is not? Hellfreezer's not even posting. Like, he was consistent, and then he got sick. I got sick. Probably some hurricane stories. Yeah, that'd be pretty sick. Yeah, I mean, this horror community is like, it's only, who posts anymore? Like, nobody. Do you guys know? Put it in the chat if you guys know who posts his videos anymore in this community. Like, I'm not talking about like the creepypasta guys. I'm talking about like true scary story freaking people. Like, no one does anymore. It's sad. 2015 again. What is one of your favorite videos you've made so far? I can't say favorite. No, to me, obviously, like the documentaries I did, the one I did in Asia, like the Malaysian, and like the really long ones, like the 44 ones, or the series ones, the one like the fast food restaurants or the best friend horror stories. To still post regularly, yeah, he's okay. Like, him and Darkness Prevails, they still do stuff, but I don't know. I don't know. I've never heard of that guy. Who's Swamp Dweller? Which that dude up for a second. Really, I never heard of this guy before. Does he post daily? Is he a daily poster as well? If he is, that's like sick, because I know how much work that takes, man. It's like crazy, crazy. I've heard of this guy before. Damn, he's doing pretty well. 20,000. Not bad, man. That's great, actually. Oh, wow. This guy's a daily poster. But, I mean, I can't tell if it's daily. It seems like he only posts like on the week. Pretty good. I'd do a collab. Yeah, Mr. Nightmare doesn't post at all. It's daily, yeah, but... Oh, sick. Swamp Dweller's your friend. That's respect, man. That's like hard. Damn. That's respect right there. Maybe I'll invite him to the show next week or something. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, if you guys don't already know, I've got some merch. Go check it out. Yeah. scary stories, send me a blank email at horrorstudio1, and I will be trying to get you in here. All right, here's go to another story. Scary July story. Just a little background information so you understand just how close the group was. I was, and still am, one of Jehovah's Witnesses, so gatherings are very special to us. This was in July, when I was only about 12 years old. Sisters and I to a gathering for a congregation. There was a playground there that I could play on with my friends. We had been playing for about an hour, and on the tire swing, I felt like I was gonna puke. As I dizzily stumbled to the bathroom, I got a strange feeling. I went as quickly as I could in the bathroom, better physically, but I still felt like I was being watched. Parking lot back to the playground when I noticed an age boy following me behind the parked cars. Stranger danger kicked in, and I started running. He introduced himself as the brother of one of my friends. It was true, but I don't know any better. We'll just call him CJ for the story. The feeling I felt earlier kicked in full swing. Closer. He took me to a swing set in a different part of the playground where no one else could see us and started to push me on the swing. That feeling was only getting worse. I knew I shouldn't be there with him. After swinging for about half an hour, my mom started calling my name because she wanted to leave. I'm so happy she did. I remember 3 years later, when I think about it, I thought he was a pervert. I had no idea. I was right. I'm almost 20 years old now, and late last year, I found out he and his other brother, my friend for about a year before that party, on up until she turned 14 years old. I've never thanked my mom for calling my name so much in my life. Creepy pervert CJ that molests his own sister. I hate playgrounds in summer. Oh, again, because I carry a knife. Use it. Kayla, thank you. That's a... I was going to say, like, the default... Thanks for sharing the story. Very cool story. No. I hate that kind of shit. Like, it's your own sister, brother. Okay. Anyways. And a link to a fellow storyteller. Have your own true scary stories you want to share with everybody. Send me a blank email on @gmail.com, and I will send you a link to get your pretty face in here. Can you do live streams more often? Yeah, I think I should. I think I should. Chance. Right. Chance. Even if you don't have Gmail, you can still send people an email. If you have an email, you can send me the link, or, fan art as well. Like I've said it before, any type of fan art to use on my merchandise, you can always send it to me as well. Thank you, Bailey Williams. Do a story about killer clowns. I will. Yeah, I think I do have that, right? Maybe you could do urban legends around the world. Yeah, maybe I should do that. Like, just not really stories, but just like telling, like, yeah, like introducing the different urban legends of different countries kind of thing. Hi, HS1. I'm glad I caught your stream. Yeah. Because I know in the States where most of you guys are, it is 6 p.m., so it's almost dinner time. So I'm going to finish this. I'm going to try to finish it, I guess, soon so you guys can have dinner. But, yeah. Do late night shift scary stories. I shall. I think I've done a bunch of them, actually. So, yeah, that would be no problem. Right, next story. Ghosts. A little backstory of myself. 18 years old, so my spelling might be horrible, so I apologize. Happened, I was 5 years old. We had just moved into a big house in the woods. The previous owners died a few months earlier. The wife. And then there was a really horrible piece of shit. Ghosts came to help. It was just about Christmas time. My mom was putting the Christmas tree up. We couldn't find the lights or the cords. My sister was with my dad out somewhere. Me and my brother was with my mom that was far away from the Christmas tree. And the lights on. The Christmas tree and the cords were there too. Yeah, that's not scary, but this one is. The demon, younger at the time, animals at the time, he said, he heard whispers and then he woke up screaming in the middle of the night. Animal's head off the body on the floor. But he said he heard whispering. Heard stuff every once in a while. Well, we just found a bent fork. Got sick a lot in this shithole of a house. Then I was watching TV with my parents. I remember looking to the right and seeing two figures. I was screaming. My parents thought I was just imagining it. But I still remember this very clearly. Sometimes. And I remember seeing black figures sometimes. You're a pretty good writer for a 13-year-old kid. But yeah, thanks for the story, my good friend. That wrote the story, his name is... You know, man. Henry England. I'm sorry. To expose your full name there. So we have someone in here. We have Urbex. Hey, how's it going?
Hi.
Hi, what's up? Hey, how old are you and where are you from?
I think it's working now. I'm 22. I'm from England. So.
Oh. So are you friends with Henry England, the guy from the last story?
No, never met him. I have a.
Where in England?
Wiltshire, Swindon.
Idea where that is?
I argue it's southwest. Some people say it isn't, but it's definitely southwest.
Damn! I have actually never been to England before in my life.
I mean, it's a pretty scary place. I'm like in a little town, so there's loads of creepy villages around.
Oh, is that what your story is about today? Or is it, what kind of story do you have, actually?
I actually have two, but you've got a ghost story to choose from or a creepy story.
You know, the thing is, I have... So, are they both, like, paranormal? They both creeper...
One's a creeper, one's paranormal.
Creeper? Which one do you think you want to share first?
I guess I'll do the creeper.
Let's go with the ghost story first.
Oh, okay.
I'm kidding. I know that you go to the creeper first.
All right.
Let's go to the creeper first. It was a joke. Sorry.
That's all right. Okay, so I work night shift, so I'm kind of used to going out late at night. So I'll probably go about 1 a.m. just to have a walk about in the fresh air, as you
Yeah.
do. And so one night I
That's nice.
decided, when Pokemon Go was pretty popular, I went outside on my lunch break, so that was about 1 a.m. And we went past this creepy, like, woodland area, because I'm on an industrial estate. So we went across that bridge, and we go over to a pub, and outside we're at Pokestop, and we're just sort of talking and chatting and messing around. And from across the other side of the road, I kind of, like, subtly hint to them, because I see this guy, and he's sort of, like, peering around the bush, and he's sort of eyeing us up. And I just sort of nervously say, "Hey guys, I think there's someone watching us over there." So they turn around, this guy's just standing there with a motorcycle helmet in his hand, and he's just watching us. And then he sort of, like, backs up a bit, and he goes, like, down this dark alleyway. Like, we don't know why he's fucking down there, because we don't hear any motorcycles. There's no lights from motorcycles around anywhere. There's no one around. And that's just that guy in the alleyway. So we're just like, what the fuck? What's this guy doing?
Yeah, wow.
But
yeah.
we were a bit scared to walk back the same way again. So we just sort of, like, panicked to ourselves a little bit.
So he was just holding a motorcycle helmet out of the blue kind of thing.
Yeah, it's just there's no motorcycles around, no cars, nothing. It was 1 a.m. There's dead.
And like it wasn't on his head. He was just, like, holding.
No,
onto
it's just
it
holding
it was
his hand.
exposed.
Yeah, but
How old was the guy? Was it?
it looked maybe in his 30s, 40s. Like, he had really fluffy hair.
Like a scary place? Is it a scary place in that area? You said.
It's a small town. It's sort of like everyone knows each other, and
Town.
yeah, it's a small town. It's quite rural as well. So yeah, but to end that story, because there was something I looked into afterwards. There was a number of break-ins of like vehicles, so I'm thinking he was probably there to rob.
Yeah, the thing with this, would know because everyone friend. It's like a small group of people. So,
I mean, I say it's small, but it's kind of, I don't know, like American towns. I don't know what the smallest town would be.
I can't judge. I've never been actually, but in your mind, it's like this is not like Toronto or something,
Yeah, definitely not.
Okay, so all right, so you hold on right there. Actually, you with your second story, right? It's not related to this story, so it's like a ghost story.
It's a ghost story, but it happens in the same place, pretty much.
Same location. We will actually go to our other caller first, and then we'll come back to you if you don't mind. All right, perfect. All right, so our other caller is this is an awesome name, Water Rat. Water Rat. Okay, so Water Rat, just had to mute you, brother, because I'm not sure if you're a guy or girl. I'm guessing you're a guy.
No, that's fine. I just like I wasn't like trying to be like rude or anything. I'm just like I just want to make sure everybody, I've had weird mic issues before in chat, so I was like, okay, I just want to make sure everybody is working. No, as far as the name, it's because I happen to really like rodents, and I am basically half fish.
Cool artwork. Did you draw that yourself?
No, I actually did that. I had someone I commissioned someone to do that.
Okay.
So
maybe
sadly, no.
Their contact, because I'm looking for some good artists for my merch. That looks amazing.
I will have to send you to Rolicious later. He's fantastic. He's the one that did that.
That looks so freaking awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you go.
Oh no, I was just I'm just gonna start off the show because you so how old are you and where are you from? Because you sound a bit older than
I am in my 30s. I'm actually 34. I'll be 35 next month. And speaking of America, guess where I'm at? Yay, Americans!
Which part? Which part?
Which referred to as the Midwest. It's yeah, it's Indiana specifically. So it's like in the middle of Yeah, as far as like small towns and stuff, yeah, I don't know if I'd call it technically a small town, but it's small enough where it's like, if I don't know you, I know someone who does.
Okay. Or like you're like someone's cousin or something like that, right? It's one of those
No,
places.
not technically cousin. I'm more like, yeah, I have this friend who knows this guy, who I met maybe once. You know, like I said, if I don't know you, I know someone who does.
So is your story related, similar to the previous one we heard? Like,
no, actually, I've been fortunate enough not to have any creeper stories. Thank God for that. Although, as far as stories like that, it's like, yeah, just one more story to make me nervous walking downtown. I literally had somebody. I had gone downtown earlier today for something. I literally had somebody walking behind me. I mean, granted, it's downtown, just people are walking, but I actually had to glance behind me. Thank you.
So you have a paranormal story then? I'm
assuming. Yeah, they're all paranormal. I wish I could have gotten in here much sooner, because I would have had one that would have been fantastic as a follow-up to that weird, creepy, possessed dinosaur one. Yeah, I late sequel. So back at the it was like the mid to late 90s. And at the time, my mom didn't have her own bedroom. My dad had been sleeping in a waterbed at the time, and because of my mom's back problems and subsequent surgery, she couldn't sleep in one anymore. But this house didn't technically come with 3 bedrooms. We actually had to make a 3rd bedroom across the hall from me. Right. But at the time, there wasn't one, so she was sleeping in my room with me, and I had this talking doll.
Yeah.
I basically just called it baby talk. It was just basically you push this little thing and you turn it on, and it would like make baby gibberish and whatnot. So we're going to sleep, and as far as I knew, it was turned off. And sometime in the middle of the night, it just randomly starts giggling and stuff. And we're like, "What the freak? What this was turned off? What's going on? I don't know."
Is this was it supposed to be giggling? Was that like
it was just random. Yeah, it was as if somebody just turned it on. It's like it was being normal. I'm like, I didn't turn this on, but apparently it's on now. That was weird.
A function of the
I don't
machine.
know. I don't know. I mean, I've got different ones that I can talk about, but yeah, we can rotate. I have no problem with that.
Oh no! Was there like a follow up to the story though? Like, was it?
No, it was no. They're just
happened once.
Yeah, it only happened. Well, technically, it only happened once with that, but it happened again with a different toy.
Do you think it was the same thing that caused that?
I don't know. All I know is supposedly now. Granted, the cousin that told me this, doesn't always tell the truth, but considering it had happened before, it's plausible. I had this like plastic battery operated horse. It's basically like a Barbie horse, but battery operated. It would actually walk.
What is that? A Barbie horse?
Well, it's basically that's the best way I can describe it. It's around the size of what a horse would be for Barbies, but it's battery operated, and it would walk. And it just randomly, it was laying on my deacon's bench. Supposedly nobody touched it, and it just randomly started making its usual noises that it's supposed to do for some reason. So yeah, that's closest thing to a follow-up. But since I wasn't there, I was like in the next room or whatever. I didn't actually see it. For all I know, he could have turned on.
Why would you assume it's like a paranormal thing and not just toys malfunctioning?
All I know, well, considering stuff that would happen later.
Which is what? Well, just yeah. What would happen? I'm just interested to know why. There must be a reason why,
Well, I don't know, but first of all, because I believe in that, and second of all, we couldn't really. Well, at the time, we were just like, okay, that's weird.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really think of it as paranormal until later, considering the stuff that happened when I was older.
Which is
but that's its own series of events.
Also, Okay, so like paranormal stuff that happened after. Related.
Yeah, I had some really weird stuff happen after that that is non-related to the random talking doll, but I figured, okay, if this stuff happened later, this could have been part of it. I'm not
So
saying
you
it
just
is, I'm saying who knows.
to reflect back on your past.
Yeah,
How old
it was like,
when these
okay,
events?
wait,
How old were you when these events happened?
I don't remember exactly how old I was when the doll, I know I was still in school, so I was probably maybe middle school.
Awesome.
I was middle school at most, because I wasn't, yeah, I'd say it at most middle school.
Mhm.
The other stuff happened when I was in like high school or
So
whatnot. So,
will you be telling us the stories that happen after?
oh yeah,
in a little?
oh yeah.
Okay. Okay. Then let us go back to Urbex first, and then we'll come back to Water Rat with her part 2. All right. So Urbex, your second story is it as creepy as the one we just heard, or?
I don't know. I'll have to put the comments to vote on that.
All right. So you said this one happened in the exact same spot as the motorcycle
Well,
guy.
less in the same spot, more at work in the same area. So around about, yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty close. That's what I'm saying. Okay. So basically, night shifts, you work late, and we had something to do. We had to do in the warehouse. It was just me and another guy, and we were sitting upstairs in a creepy, creaky floored warehouse, just sort of talking for a little bit. And we heard on the floor like some running sounds, like someone was running across the floor from one place to another. It's sort of like, okay, is someone messing with us? So I stood up and sort of just looked around a bit, and no one was up there. So we sort of just laughed it off a bit. It's like, yeah, that's funny. A bit weird, but funny. And so we sat back down, and again, I heard something in the warehouse move. And do you know what a pallet truck is, or a pump truck?
I don't know what that is. Sorry.
Basically, what you use to move pallets. Quite heavy, so you can't. A
Is
gust
it
of
the
wind
ones
can't.
that have like two kind of metal bars like that?
You sort of push it up. It's hydraulic in it, so it lifts it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I heard that move from one end of the like the shelving units to another. So I sort of moved around.
That's like a heavy machinery, though.
Yeah, so I sort of like, okay, what the hell was that? Because I didn't know what it was at the time, and I remember where I put it. But it's like on one end of the room to the other, and it moved on its own. It was a bit weird. And a couple of things happened after that, but not with us around. It happened with other people in the workplace. Like you can hear from people occasionally on the day shift saying that they don't want to go up into the warehouse anymore. It's just like, okay, weird. Sure, why not? It's not a forklift, it's a pallet truck. Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. But is the place known for being haunted? Your workplace?
Not that I'm aware of. Like, I think it's just because the town's old in general. Yeah, there's a lot of creepy places. Like, there's a village next door. Apparently, there was a tradition where they'd like bury cats in like the chimney of the church or something, or inside buildings for good luck.
Good luck. Jeez. Okay.
Yeah, it's fucking weird, but yeah, that was a thing. And also, I think one of the colleagues I had, they were telling me that they heard a noise in the cafeteria, like a chair being thrown. They could see a chair on the floor. So
Like
yeah,
it's all the same kind of like place, right?
it's the same complex, yeah, same building. It's not too big. It's just weird though. I've had nights where I've been just me and another guy, and it's just been creepy.
If you have any more of these like work, because you work night shift, I was thinking of making like a night shift. If you have like, you want to type it out and send it to me for you on one of my videos, which would be pretty awesome actually. My opinion, I feel like you do.
Huh?
I don't know why.
Sorry, you cut out.
I said I feel like you have like a bit more night shift. So if you want to type it out and like send them to me, I can always narrate them for you in my
I'll have to have a think, because a lot of the weird things tend to happen, at least when I'm going home, or just with other people in general. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks for coming on today, Urbex. What time is it in your place right now?
It's
in England.
What's it? 2:42 a.m.
Okay. Well, good night.
That's
late, man.
That's nothing. I work from 7 in the evening to 7.
Yeah. So you get to sleep in till like whenever, right?
Until I have to go to work again.
That's awesome. Same with me right here. YouTuber life. Whenever. But anyways, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for the stories. So let's end the stream with the epic part 2 return of Lord of the Rings story of Water Rat. So let's end the stream with Water Rat's story, and then we'll do some Q&A a tiny bit. Call it a night. So Water Rat, yeah, let's hear. So Water Rat was talking about her own personal story about when she was a kid, like somewhere in middle school, would move on their own, and these events she didn't think it was paranormal at first, or she's about to tell us that happened in her high school days. Confirm that those past occurrences may or probably were paranormal. So let's hear what Water Rat has to say for herself. Hear her story. Hey, you are on. Okay. I think she ratted away.
What the heck did I go? Oh, hang on. I think I just...
Yeah, I think you just muted yourself. It's okay. You're back. You're back.
Yeah, but I think I just got paged. Dogs. Doggone it. Let me go check my. I have to take care of my dogs. I'm coming right. What now?
Are you busy?
No, I'm gonna come right back. I just have. The dogs have to go to the bathroom. That shouldn't take too long. It's just weird timing. It really sucks. Can you give me about, I'd say about 5 minutes, maybe a little less.
Sure, yeah, for sure. I'll just do Q&A and then wait for you. Thanks.
Yeah, okay. So I'm just gonna take the dogs out and come right back.
All right, so let's do Q&A first. That's weird. No, the previous story, the machinery that I talked about was not a forklift. Yeah. I thought it was a forklift. So let's just do Q&A first, see what kind of questions you guys have for me, since I haven't done this in like 2 months, so there might be some. I'm only going to answer the non-troll ones, obviously, though. Hi, Carl Washington III. Cat. That's funny. I love the chat. Some of the things they say, I'll never say it on the stream, but enjoyment that I get to read the chat. What are the goals for this channel? Well, we're doing the channel for a long time. If we can expand it, do more things than just narrating stories. Yeah. Like the documentaries I did were kind of like experiments for a series that come out. So hopefully that would go to travel to actual haunted places and document those kind of things instead of just reading it and listening to the audio for it. Do you have a cat? I do not have a cat. I used to have a hamster when I was younger. Isn't my birthday coming up pretty soon? Yeah. To other places for to celebrate your birthday. Would you like to be a roadman? The heck's a roadman? Search that. describing a boy. I've never heard of that. But usually as a teenage boy, I'm pretty old to, I think. It's the thing with me. Do you believe in ghosts? Seen one, hopefully never will, but I still believe it. Haunted or creepy places. The village by me is called Wiltshire. That said, would you be traveling to the UK to see scary places? Maybe one day. I want to travel to the UK in general, but maybe I'll travel there to do a vlog for a birthday. My birthday is not scary at all, though. Scary stuff for that birthday. So. Okay, so Water Rat is back. Let's hear her final end of the story, and then... Hi.
All right. Sorry about that. Just unfortunate timing.
Yeah, that's like perfect timing, too, eh? Like, geez. Okay. Anyways, let's go.
So, okay, this was, a few years later, and... I mean, okay, it started with this one table lamp in the living room that started to rattle. Mom says it was like trucks, but sometimes I don't know. But around that time period, I'd be sitting in okay. A little bit of an explanation. When you get into the house from the kitchen, you have when you get into the house from the street, you come in from the kitchen, and then you can either turn the corner right there and go into the dining room, and then straight into the living room, and then, or go up stairs, which is at the other end of the dining room, next to the bathroom. So. And upstairs, there's really only 3 rooms now. There's only 3 rooms up there. There was my room and what is now my mom's room and my office, which I'm currently in.
Right.
And above the living room is actually where the hall and my room is. And I'd be sitting there in the kitchen, and I'd be sitting there like in the living room watching TV, and I would hear like the sound of something rolling.
Mm.
I don't know, like somebody rolling something back and forth in the hallway, and there's
like was like what kind of shape? Was it heavy, light?
It was I don't know if you'd call it. I'm trying to picture the sound.
Like in your mind, what did you think it was when you heard that sound?
I kind of figured it was a ball.
Because it's different, like a ball rolling and a dead body rolling. There was gonna be like
it wasn't a dead body. It was like a ball or a toy or something. It was either a ball or something with wheels or something. It was, just rolling something back and forth. It wasn't like dead body. And dead body, that'd be
It's out
a little, especially when it happened when I wasn't, when I wasn't there. Especially when I was the only one in the house.
Yeah.
Or at least basically the only one, because sometimes my dad would be asleep, but mom would be working. So
did you ever check on the things or want to see what it was or anything like that?
Not really. Although I would see things later. We'll get to that.
All right.
We start out with that. Huh?
How often did this happen?
It was periodically. It wasn't like constantly. It was just periodically. It was just like every once in a while I'd be watching TV and all of a sudden random noise in the hall when nobody's up there. And I know nobody's up there. So later it escalated to, like I said, when I get up here, both the bedrooms are at the end of this very short hallway. The stairs are right across from me. Actually, they're right across. I can sit here and look out the doorway of the room I'm currently in and see the stairs, and it goes straight down. And I've been, you know, I would be going to bed. Keep in mind, I am not asleep. I am very much awake. I'm at that stage where your mind is wide awake, but your body's starting to relax.
Oh, is it sleep paralysis?
No, because I can move just fine. I just don't choose to because we're just relaxing and trying to go to sleep. And the next
Those are the moments you can see ghosts, though. Those are the moments you tend to see ghosts. Just saying.
Pretty much, yeah. Your mind is very much awake, and your body's just like, okay, go on to sleep.
Limbo zone, limbo or whatever.
Yeah,
right?
I'm very much. Well, my mind is very much wide awake. It's just I'm just trying to relax, and my mind is like, no, I'm gonna run around and do stuff, and my body's just like, I want to go to sleep.
What did you see?
Well, the first thing happened was I heard people call my name.
Which is
just well, call my name.
Whatever, yeah, okay, and then.
Well, that personally, that freaked me out, and it was always a feminine voice, just weird enough. And like I had this, the first time it happened, it only happened once, and then you skip ahead a few weeks or whatever, and it happened. Which, by the way, that kind of freaked me out a little bit, but not near as much as what's coming later.
Right.
The second time it happened, I actually got it twice in one night, and I wound up getting. I had like this Beanie Baby bear. It was like an angel bear.
How many toys do you have in your house, man?
Most of them are in the attic currently.
Yeah. Yeah, yo, is this gonna be Toy Story soon? Is it turning into Toy Story?
No. The angel bear actually stopped the people from calling me apparently, because after I went and got the angel bear, after the night where I got my name called twice in one night, I just went and got my angel, because that did kind of freak me out a little bit, and I went and just got the angel bear and snuggled with it, and it stopped. Also during this time period, I have no idea what you would call it, because they weren't like full body apparitions. They were like, one time I could have sworn I seen a face by the doorway of my room.
Yeah.
It was weird. It was like brown hair. It was like it was kind of longish. But it was like the guy kind of longish. It wasn't like super long. It was like kind of shoulder-ish, guy long. I have no idea what the heck I was looking at this point. But the best way I can describe it is if you take basically like a white blouse and what would have been a skirt, and basically seen like the top torso of something with no head, because I don't know. It could have been shadows. I don't know. It was dark.
How often does
those would happen randomly?
There's the rolling, there's the sleep paralysis kind of, and then there's the apparition seeing. What was the scary that happened?
I had two. Again, it goes back to the name calling, but this one particular morning, and yeah, it was early morning. It was about 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, because apparently I'm not sleeping for whatever reason. Not that I wasn't trying. And well, probably what happened is I fell asleep and then woke up again, because it's about 6:30 in the morning, and I get my name called again, except this time I can actually feel the breath in my ear.
Okay, damn.
That freaked me the heck out that I straight up bolted from my bedroom and slept on the couch the rest of the morning.
Other family members experience similar stuff, or was it
My
just
mom, well, my mom had, there was one night where I was up in, you know, I'm always a night owl. I've always been a bit of a night owl, which does not help any. And one night when I was, one night I was going to bed and I, you know, do the routine, turn the light on, blah, blah, blah. The next day, Mom asked me, he's like, why'd you turn the light on 3 times? I'm like, I only turned it on once. I don't remember it ever turning on, so I don't know if it was just one of the weird ghost things where it just turns on, or if she just kept forgetting to turn it on or turn it off.
That to me still sounds like your own story. Like you're basically trying to say your parents didn't really see anything.
Oh, my mom does have one. I can get into that, but that's not related to this house.
What was the scariest one? Let's tell us the scariest one. You said you had 2, right? The scariest one.
A few weeks after that incident, I'm laying. Keep in mind, we don't own cats. We have never owned cats. And while I intend to sometime in the future, it won't be while they're here. And one morning, again, around the same time, around 6:30, I hear a cat meowing in my room.
Like inside?
I know I don't.
Inside the room?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I know I don't own cats. And that freaked me out to the point where I actually took about a year before I slept in my room again. I was done.
I think that there was just like a cat that got in or something.
All I know is
cat.
Because it was light enough outside that I did not see any cat in my room. There was no cat in my room. I can see quite clearly that there was no cat in my room. I'm not sure how they would have gotten in my room because we lock the house up. We lock all the downstairs windows, and the upstairs windows are usually pretty shut, and even if they are open, they have screens.
Yeah.
So unless the cat wants to scratch through a screen, you have to be a pretty darn determined cat to get in that way. So there was no logical reason why there would be a cat in my room. And like I said, it was light enough. It was like 6 in the morning or a little after because Mom's in the bathroom. Random cat meowing. Mom thinks it was a raccoon, but raccoons I don't think make quite the same noises as cats.
And why would it be inside your
I don't know, but that was
room?
Where it was. It sounded like it was in my room, kind of like in.
Kind of weird. Sorry, it's kind of weird. I just for me personally, I just want to share something that with the name calling for so long and not be freaked out, but a cat meowing you.
Because it was just the crescendo of everything. I'm just like, I am done with this.
That straw that broke the back.
Yeah. I was like, screw it. I am done with the name calling. I'm done with random shadow visions.
Yeah.
Freaking cat in my room. There's no cat in my room. There can't be any cats in my room. I don't own any cats. This on top of everything else. Like, I am done.
Breaking point.
It's like, I'm done.
I believe it has a lot of other crazy stories as well. And if you
only one.
Want, how about you come back next week and we will finish that one.
Okay. Yeah.
Or the next
assuming
time I do it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, assuming it's next week because I got that last time when I was trying to get in and it, yeah.
and then it ended up being 2 months, right? I'm sorry, but
it was like many weeks later, and then I missed that one entirely, and then after that, it was like, no, apparently he's not doing that anymore.
You actually tried to get in before?
Yeah, during the dinosaur one, I tried to get in, but
dinosaur one.
Yeah, it was a few months ago.
Damn.
Something
Okay.
about possessed dinosaurs and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I tried to get in during that one, but yeah.
I will be doing I will be doing one for sure on Thursday, but I might be doing one in between this week and next week as well. But if you're down next Thursday, you can come back and share more of your stories.
Yeah, and I can
possible.
tell you my mom's one story.
Yeah, that's the one.
No, two stories, because she's got one. My mom's got two stories. Mom, one that's ghost related and one that's UFO.
Okay, nice. All right, that's awesome. Guys, we are going to basically end the stream now because I'm very tired, and also it's been a cool stream. Hopefully I'll be doing these things Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Tuesdays and Thursdays. So today's a Thursday for me, and also for hopefully we'll be getting in on Tuesday as well. But Thursday for sure. This coming Thursday we'll have reoccurring guest to come back, and I'll see if I can invite some other YouTubers in the community to hang out like we used to, like the old days, you know, the back in the day. Yeah. So I do have a merch store. Put it in the description below. You guys can go and click on it and go check out some of my stuff. And also, if you guys have friends that are artists or yourself is an artist and you would like to share with me some of your art to use on my merch, I'll be greatly appreciating that. And again, all at email at horrorstudio1@gmail.com. And yeah, I will receive everything and I'll reply hopefully to every email as well. So thank you guys for the first stream. Hopefully we'll have many more to go.